Hello and welcome back to ModSauce 2. I was just having a look out at the scenery here just to see how things are looking. And I was thinking I should spend a bit of time fixing some of the storage issues I currently have. After all, in every episode so far I've had to go rummaging from our chests multiple times. So it may be a good idea to, I don't know, work on some applied energetics. Or at least automating the basics of it. So, let's get started. You saw in the very first episode, at the end, that I found quite quickly the presses we would need to do the applied energetics. Great find. So, first thing we're going to need is some redstone, which I believe is stored. Here we go. That'll do for now. So I said what I was actually going to do is automate the process of getting applied energetics working. So to do that, we're going to need ourselves a Steve's Factory Inventory Manager. We'll need some stone. And a whole bunch of iron to start with. Might be a bit more than that. So if anybody has ever played with applied energetics, you'll know, oh, need some wood. You'll know that you need to build quite a bit of stuff in order to get, you'll know you need to have a puddle, which provides you with the basic, some of the basic things you'll need in AE. And you also know that you need the Inscribers to do the work. I just need cobblestone. A lot more materials than I thought I did. Okay, let's try it again. Piston. Look at that, one piston. And we should have enough to make that. Look at that, one inventory manager. Now we made an inventory manager before. We made it over here for the immersive engineering. But this one here I'm going to put somewhere else. And we'll also need some inventory cable, which apparently requires some gold. And if I remember correctly, no, not quite. Need two of those. Boom, boom. Two of those. Not that one. We need that one there. And some glass. Oh dear. Did we have any glass left? There's one piece of glass. As I said, I spent a lot of time going through my chests. So hopefully, we'll be able to stop this. White clay glass will do just what we're after. Oh, I'll just get rid of it all. Place a convert it into normal glass. Boom, just like that. Okay. So, inventory cable gives us 8. Which will probably be enough for now. I need to get myself a bucket. So, a bucket. Because we need to make ourselves a puddle. Apparently I don't have any buckets, which is odd. I've got heaps of gold, heaps of iron. Alright. Make another bucket. It's not like they're hard to make. One bucket. We will need some water. As you can see, I've expanded out the pathway a little bit as well. It's been lit up the whole way now, which makes getting between spawn here much easier. And I've actually dug out a small room down here, which we'll use for our AE automation. Nothing really to write home about just yet, but it'll get us going. So I think we'll put the infinite water source here. One of those, and I'll just get another bucket, another water. Another bucket of water. And we'll head upstairs again. So yeah, anybody who's done any applied energetics knows that you need a puddle. This will be our puddle. I'm also going to dig down here. Let's put this back in the normal mode. Dig down a little bit more. I hope we don't run into something dangerous. I want to dig into there. Probably should have myself a way out of there actually. And I just realised I'm missing an item. So, I need to make a chest. One chest. And boom, dink, 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 dink. One hopper. We're making an item valve. Oh, we actually need two hoppers. Should have picked up on it. That's alright. Oh, not so much. Need some more wood. That's alright. I'm still still working through the wood. Put that there. Make another chest. One chest. One hopper. Item valve, we need a dispenser. Make one. Oh. Oh, there's a dropper. Is it a dropper or a dispenser we need? Oh, there's a dropper. Oh, that's alright. And inventory bigger. So we do that. Oops, confused it. Let's move one out of there. That gives an item valve. Now the item valve can detect items that are on top of it. And can also interact with them and pick them up and place them down as needed. So I have to get a bit wet here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move things around in my inventory. Place that there. And of course, I didn't quite place it properly. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's not going to do anything just yet, but we can run it to probably, I don't know, one there, put that there. In fact, no, I won't do that. I'll put that on the ground like that, just so it's nice and tidy and out of the way. I have some stone, which I can cover up that spot with. Put in the hole, and then place down some stones so it doesn't get into place. And then, the basic thing we need is we need to set up a trigger. And input. And if we actually look at what's available, you can now see the item valves there. And we could say we are looking for crystal. Apparently there's a lot of crystals in this game. These guys. Flux crystal, I believe, is what I'm after. And for our example purposes, I'm going to put dirt. Okay, so that will basically mean it'll only take items in if they're one of those. Do I have to set a target? I suppose I do. Up. Okay, so that's going to say only pick up an item, or if the item is a flux crystal or dirt, then we're going to output it into a chest, which we haven't actually made yet. So let's go make ourselves a chest. Just enough for one chest. Might use that chest. I have no idea what advantage it has, but can always use one to see. And we'll put the chest, I don't know, probably. Can I still access it? I can, look at that. So we're going to output it into the chest. And the up position. And blacklisted, so it takes everything. So we connect it up. So as I said, what the item valve says do is we could place dirt on top of the item valve. As you can see, it picked up the dirt. Okay, so the next one we have is a trigger. It is taking items in the chest. It's any items basically. And we output it into the item valve. The top of the item valve. And it has to be redstone, nether quartz, and charged service quartz. And we're looking for a maximum of 5 in any one time. Not that it really matters, but it's just helpful. So if I put, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. Oh. There you go. And we'll put 6 in there as well. And we put another 6 in there. You'll see that it drops it in there. And for some reason I picked it up. I was a bit close to it. So it's a really good idea not to have any magnets or anything on while this is running. But as you can see, it's made 12 flux crystals. So there's our first bit of automation. Next thing we need to make is our charger. Which requires 2 of those, which I just made, and some iron. So we can do that. Let's go do that now. Oh, not enough iron. So we will put some iron into there, look at that, one of those. We don't really need a lot of those. But we'll place it probably, I don't know, probably on the wall here. We use the same box, so we'll just put that there. We'll have an inventory cable. One there. One there. And we will face it. Face it there. And it does require power, so I'll just go get some power cables to run down there. In fact, I'll go run some power to it. And I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've connected up the power. It's now got some power going into it. We can now should be able to create another trigger, create input, and once again we'll say it's coming from the chest. Yep, position, blacklist it. We will create an output to place it into the charger. The whitelist, and we want to take quartz. Somewhere here is quartz. There it is. So we're trying to make charge, so we need to put quartz in there like that. It'll only let me put one there at a time, which is fine. Set up the whitelist, yes, so we can go like that, boom, to there, connect that up to there, and then we create another trigger. Oh, we haven't finished that off. Put a tag on it. North. I think it is a sided item. So create a trigger, input, so this is going from the charger on the, say, south. We are looking for, it has to be quartz. Well, it's a good charge, it's probably easy to find. Let's charge quartz. We then create an output, which then places it back into the chest on the upside. That's a blacklist, cool. So we put that like that. And now that'll automatically, if we put any form of normal quartz in there, it should automatically charge it. So I'll go grab some quartz and we'll see what we can do, make sure it works. I do have some quartz around here somewhere. It's charged. Just normal regular quartz. So that's it. Put a couple in there. Take it out, stick it in there, wait for it to charge, and then it will come back. Oh yes, no, it worked. Of course, the problem is that we're now sticking it out there, so we'll have to work out a way of doing that. Might have to put a condition on it. Put a condition on, I think it's this one here, is it? Yes. So we'll put a condition. Put a condition. It must have at least all of the items first in the chest. So it requires redstone. It also requires quartz. Which once again is all at the bottom here. I think it's just charged. And it also requires nether quartz. I should have selected start with. Oh, there it is. And that way, as that as a condition, we say if it's true, then it goes down that path. And that way, unless we place all of the charge in there, it won't suddenly put it in there. So we'll put another redstone in there and a piece of nether quartz. It'll dump it in there. And we get ourselves 2 flux crystals. Place normal charged cords in there. It'll be sent off to the charger. And at some point, that's a bit odd. Oh, there we go. Took a while to charge it. But then it puts it in there. So that also works, which is awesome. Next thing we need to make are some inscribers. And this is where the recipes get a lot more difficult. Okay, so we've got the inscriber presses that I think we've already got. But we need to make an inscriber, which requires some iron and some sticky pistons. Oh, sticky pistons could be interesting. Do we have enough for that? No. Ah, I need some more wood. Okay, that's fine. I've got some more wood in here. Take another bit of that, convert it into wood. That should be plenty of wood. We'll also need some more stone, I'm assuming. I've got redstone, and do I have any rubber? Rubber, where's the rubber? There it is. Okay, so that should be enough to make us some sticky pistons. I need 2 of those. We need... Oh. Making it difficult. Two of those. And that should give us enough to make 1 inscriber. Now I'm going to start off with 1 inscriber, but we can make it larger. I will also need the presses. So I've got 1 engineering press. As I said, I do need to organize all of these, all my inventory, because it's a big mess at the moment. I guess I might have picked up, yeah. Silicone and calculations. There's all our presses. So we go down here. And I'll place the presses in there. And we'll put the... May as well put it here. And I need another cable there. With a inscriber on top. And some basic cable going into it to give it power. Okay. So, next thing we need to do is tell it to make some items. So, this is a bit of a mess at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up this and then make these into groups, and then I'll separate the video out to explain how the Inscriber one works, because it is quite a long process to describe. But I'm going to do that now, and I'll come back once I've done that. Okay, so I've configured up the inventory manager. There will be a video posted with the exact process I went to get these. Just split these off into different areas. Just so these were the ones we've already seen. Just basically the items that go into Puddle and the items that go into Charger. And as we need extra items to go into the Puddle, I'll put them into here. The Inscriber section is just a basic trigger with a for each on it, which loops for all the inscribers. It checks to see if there is anything in the, probably should actually name that, let me name it. Does Inscriber have items? Yeah, so it checks to see if there's anything in the Inscriber. If there's not, if there is a printed recipe or printed circuit already in the system, it'll go down into this section. If there's a redstone and a printed silicone, it'll go down and make the final product. Otherwise, it will try and make the printed silicone. If there is not a printed item already ready, it'll go down to the calculation process. If there's no calculations to be made, it'll go, or it can't make a calculation processor, it'll make an engineering processor. And if it can't make an engineering processor, it'll make a logic processor. And when every step is finished, it'll pull the items out. Each of these are separate groups, but of course this is just a basic overview on how it works. For more detail, go have a look at the other video. So that gives us basically everything we need in order to make the puddle items and the inscriber items. So let's go up here though. So we've got the basics. Next thing I'm going to need to make is probably an ME drive. But we'll make one of these. So we need 2 engineering processors and some cable, flux cable. Just flux and quartz. Quartz is made by, okay, I think we can make all those. I need a diamond first, so it's a good example because I've done one as I was testing it. We'll go down here and just make another one of those. Doesn't matter which order I put them on. I can do that way, and that way. As long as all the items are there, it'll make the circuits and the processors. And then last but not least, it's always that long delay, and I was like, oh, it's not quite working. So there's our engineering processor. Cool. We'll go up here. We'll get some. I think I've got some surface quartz in my inventory. So what exactly was the surface quartz? Just surface quartz. One nether quartz. Surface quartz is fine. We've got here's that. 3. Is that a 1 for 1? How many do I need? I need 3 plus some glass. Did I put 3 in there? I thought I put 3 in there. There we go, 3 of those and some glass. Okay, I get 4 of those. Okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Some glass. Oh, look at that! I've got glass on me. Cool. So let's go. Oh, I need 6 though. 6 glass. I don't have 6 glass. Oh dear. 6 glass. Now it's being difficult. I'm sure I had more than that. What is it? Want some sand in there? Sand in there. That's quicksand. I don't think. Can you actually make that into? What was that? Volcanic furnace? Huh. Doesn't look like you can. That's a shame. Be nice if I had to use sand. More quicksand. More quicksand. Quicksand everywhere. There's some sandstone in stone. I have some sand in here. Sand, there we go. Well, there's a glass in here, so let's just use the glass rather than making more. So 6. Go over to here. Doing this one. So this is your power transfer. Doesn't do data though. We also need flux crystals, which I have here. Look at that. 1, 2. But how did I get 1, 2 and not 1, 2? That gives us some glass cable. And then we need to have some iron ore. 1 ME drive. Cool. Right. So we're going to put the ME drive down here. Where can we put it? Probably just put it. Where am I going to put it? I might have to dig into the wall, I think. So it's flush. Oh, that's right. I've got my power cable. No, I suppose I could put. That's pretty fine. That's where my power cable were for the various things. That's fine. It's just a cabling area, so it's awesome. So we'll put that. I'll put it there. Don't quite know why I took all that out. I've only got the 1 drive so far. So we don't have any power in there at the moment. Yeah. Brain sleep. Go back up here for now. Okay, so we got the drive. We need a storage. We'll just start with a 1K for now. Storage cell. Quartz glass. Don't think I've got enough quartz to do that just yet, do I? Or is it? I've got enough glass, yes. Okay. Didn't I have? Did it use the quite clever? I must have. Okay. So I need to make some more of 1, 2, 3. Offload some of the stuff I've got in my inventory because it's getting a bit cluttered again. Let's not go to the important stuff. Don't have a bucket anymore. Pulling. Okay, so we got 3. Must be a percentage chance of making it or something. I'm sure I'll put more on. Anyway. So quartz glass. We need 5. I've got 3. Okay, we'll make some more. Not the alloy smelter. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm just making sure I wasn't putting charge in there because, while charge does give you double, it is actually not something I want to do just yet. I'd rather get us up and running before I do anything else. So here's 6. Funny feeling I actually need 10. Is that right? Oh, no, I get 4. Okay, so yeah, I can continue on with that. So let's make that 4 of those. We also need to make a crafting component, which takes a logic process. I have one of those in my hand. Look at that. Cool. And then 1 storage, which you can't do anything with yet, but we are getting there. Stick that into there. It gives us a start of it. And what I might actually do I have any more cable on me? Got 2 cable. Is what I'd like to do. is run that up to there. Can't remember where that comes out. Just about the middle of the base. Of course it comes out in the middle of the base. Okay, well, put that there. Put that there. I'm going to make some more. EMI glass cable. We just need the basic color, thank you. We don't need anything special. Yep, that'll be fine. 8 cables, I can run those. 1, 2. Okay, apparently got some extras. Oh well. Once again, it's raining. There's been a lot of time raining in this world. We didn't have a lot of rain to start with, and then someone said, oh, that's the first time it's rained, and then it's just about rained every single time I've been on. Oh well. What else do we need? We need a ME terminal, which I think is where we start getting more difficult, don't we? Is that where we start running into? I think it's a crafting terminal, so we probably find there. What's this one? Logic and there's 2 logics. Flux dust, nether quartz, panels. Don't think I've got enough of a panel. Let's go into there, into there, into there. One of those. Another one of those. Yeah, I didn't think of enough. That's cool. I did make some more. Yeah, that should be enough. 6 of those. I'm just being lazy here. I could, of course, just go and remember the recipe, but so that gives us heaps of that. We can then go in and make. Need some glowstone. Glowstone. I have glowstone from one of my trips to the nether. That's glowstone. Yeah. I don't need a lot of glowstone. Probably a little bit easier to go that way. So go into here, eliminated 2 of those. Oh, give us 3 of those, so let's not make too many of those. We also need a logic there. We need a logic there and a logic there. Okay. That's fine. Logic is the gold one, I believe. Just go down here and we'll put in a couple of gold ingots. Oh, actually, I don't need that many. One of those. Just thinking I don't even need that. Oh, I might. Let's put in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 silicone. Well, that's not helpful. That's fine. It will give us enough to go up 1, and I'll get some silicone later. Logic processor. So we'll go up here, and we'll stick. We need one of those. I don't have any flux dust, I think. Is that what it's on? Okay, I can do that. If I can segment it. 1, 2. We will need a lot more of these as we go through, but that's to give us the basic storage and something else. There's some flux dust. Another piece of flux dust. And we get 2 formation cores out of that. Annihilation core, same again. Get 2 of those. Put that together, gives us 1 terminal. And I believe it's the crafting terminal that's really difficult, and that's the thing I would really like, but I think that requires, yeah, requires the calculation press. We do, however, have our ME terminal. Of course, we have no power, but we do have a terminal, and I might move that at a later date because I'm not quite sure I like it in the middle of the base. Or I'll put a cover on it, one of the two. However, next thing we need to do is make an energy acceptor. Energy acceptor, which requires more glass. Requires exactly 4, and I have 3. Of course. So we've got some nether quartz. Okay, so we'll plow some more of this in. Service quartz 1, 2, 3. Really, my goal for getting AE up and running is 1, to have storage, but also to have a lot of auto crafting in place, so that I don't have to worry about doing these processes. Still a little confused as to why. Is it not gonna? Grindstone crusher, pulverizer, sag mill. Yeah, it should be 1 to 1. That's interesting. Not quite sure why it's giving me 2 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I think I needed 5, if I remember correctly. So we'll go back into there, go into the glass, make some glass. Don't have enough of the glass, don't have enough glass. Okay, is it glass I don't have? Yes, okay. So the bottom one, I think that had all the glass in it, wasn't it? Not anymore. Now I actually do need to cook up some of that sand, I think. Let's cook up quite a bit. We'll take the hardened clay out. Much of that in there. I don't think there's anywhere I can put the hardened clay in there for now. Mainly because I need to tidy up some of these inventories. Put them into there for now. There's 2 more glass. It's probably all we need. No, it's not what we need, is it? No, we need all the glass, so it needs 4. So it's 2. Another 2. Stick that into there. Energy acceptor. No, what am I missing now? Oh, pure. Ooh. Okay. What? No, only use quartz. That's fine. Oh, I haven't actually done the glass. Put that there. Doing 1 energy acceptor. And what I'll do is I'll put that down here because we've got power going down here now, so it makes it a bit more useful. I knew there was a reason why I left it open. We'll stick that there, maybe. Sure enough, floors to go along there. Right. Look at that, we have a green light. Green light means that we have items. Oh, not enough. It might take a little while to catch up, I think. Yeah, it's not quite transferring enough power just yet. Possibly sucked it all out of here. It is night time as well. Yeah, we are out of power. Okay, so the problem was that this here, because it'd been cooking up some glass, of course, it sucked through the power and it was just refilling. It does alert me to the fact that we are running a little low on power in terms of input. At the moment, of course, the AE system is updating its buffer, so it is going to take a little while. But we're currently sitting at a complete and utter loss of power. But I'll probably look at upgrading the windmill outside to the next tier. Don't know if I'll do it on camera. Really depends on how difficult or easy it will be to do. But yeah, so we now have an ME terminal, but we can now do things like place the rubber in there and all these various other things I've been carrying around. And I can search for them, so I can search for quartz. Show me that. Really helpful. Yeah. So that's our basic storage system. What I'll probably do in the next episode is probably start looking at automating, actually automating a lot of the base so we don't have to worry about things, set up the crafting CPUs, all that other stuff. I think we'll end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, or you learnt anything, please do leave a like, it does help out a lot. And if you want to be notified of future episodes in the ModSauce 2 series, or any of the other series that I do, subscribe to the channel. If you got a question, or a comment, or even a suggestion, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to check out the other video if you're interested in how the Seas Factory Manager has been set up for the Inscribers. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!